Birth was the death of him. Again. Words are few, dying too. Birth was the death of him. Ghastly grinning ever since. Up at the lid to come, in cradle and crib. At suck first fiasco, with the first totters. From mammy to nanny and back, all the way, bandied back and forth. So ghastly grinning on, from funeral to funeral, to now, this night. 2.5 billion seconds. Again. 2.5 billion seconds. Hard to believe so few. From funeral to funeral. Funerals of the 𝙿𝙸𝙴𝙲𝙴 of loved ones. 30,000 nights. Hard to believe so few. Born dead of night. Sun long sunk behind the larches. New needles turning green. In the room, dark gaining, till faint light from standard lamp, wick turned low. And now, this night, up at nightfall, every nightfall, faint light in room, whence unknown, none from window. No, next to none, no such thing as none. Gropes to window and stares out, stands there staring out, stock still staring out. Nothing stirring in that black vast. Gropes back in the end to where the lamp is standing, was standing, when last went out. Loose matches in right hand pocket. Strikes one on his buttock, the way his father taught him. Takes off milk white globe and sets it down. Match goes out. Strikes a second as before. Takes off chimney. Smoke clouded. Holds it in left hand. Match goes out. Strikes a third as before and sets it to wick. Puts back chimney. Match goes out. Puts back globe. Turns wick low. Backs away to edge of light and turns to face east. Blank wall. So, nightly. Up, socks, nightgown, window, lamp. Backs away to edge of light and stands facing blank wall. Covered in pictures once. Pictures of the 𝙿𝙸𝙴𝙲𝙴 of loved ones. Unframed, unglazed, pinned to wall with drawing pins. All shapes and sizes. Down, one after another. Gone. Torn to shreds and scattered. Strewn all over the floor. Not at one sweep. No sudden fit of... no word. Ripped from the wall and torn to shreds one by one. Over the years. Years of nights. Nothing on the wall now but the pins. Not all. Some out with the wrench. Some still pinning a shred. So stands there facing blank wall, dying on. No more, no less. No, less. Less to die, ever less, like light at nightfall. Stands there facing east. Blank, pin-pocked surface, once white in shadow. Could once name them all. There was father, that grey void. Their mother, that other. There together, smiling, wedding day. There all three, that grey blot. There alone. He alone. So on. Not now. Forgotten. All gone so long. Gone. Ripped off and torn to shreds, scattered all over the floor, swept out of the way under the bed and left. 1,000 shreds under the bed with the dust and spiders. All that... He all but said the loved ones. Stands there facing the wall, staring beyond. Nothing there either. Nothing stirring there either. Nothing stirring anywhere. Nothing to be seen anywhere. Nothing to be heard anywhere. Room once full of sounds. Faint sounds. Whence unknown. Fewer and fainter as time wore on. Nights wore on. None now. No. No such thing as none. Rain some nights still slant against the panes, or dropping gentle on the place beneath. Even now. Lamp smoking, though wick turned low, strange. Faint smoke issuing through vent in globe. Low ceiling stained by night after night of this. Dark, shapeless blot on surface, elsewhere white. Once white. Stands facing wall after the various motions described, that is, up at nightfall and into gown and socks. No. In them already. In them all night. All day and night. Up at nightfall in gown and socks, and after a moment to get his bearings, gropes to window. Faint light in room. Unutterably faint. Whence unknown. Stands stock still, staring out. Into black vast. Nothing there. Nothing stirring that he can see, hear. Dwells thus, as if unable to move again. Or no will left to move again. Not enough will left to move again. Turns in the end and gropes to where he knows the lamp is standing. Thinks he knows. Was last standing. When last went out. Match 1 is described for globe, 2 for chimney, 3 for wick. Chimney and globe back on, turns wick low, backs away to edge of light, and turns to face wall. East. Still as the lamp by his side. Gown and socks white to take faint light. Once white. Hair white to take faint light. Foot of pallet just visible edge of frame. Once white to take faint light. Stands there staring beyond. Nothing. Empty dark. To first word always the same. Night after night the same. Birth. Then slow fade up of a faint form. Out of the dark. A window, looking west. Sun long sunk behind the larches. Light dying. Soon none left to die. No. No such thing as no light. Starless, moonless heaven. Dies on to dawn and never dies. There in the dark, that window. Night slowly falling. Eyes to the small pane gaze at that first night. Turn from it in the end to face the darkened room. There in the end slowly a faint hand. holding aloft a lighted spill. In the light of spill, faintly, the hand and milk-white globe. Then second hand, in light of spill. Takes off globe and disappears. Reappears empty. Takes off chimney. Two hands and chimney in light of spill. Spill to wick. Chimney back on. Hand with spill disappears. Second hand disappears. Chimney alone in gloom. Hand reappears with globe. Globe back on. Turns wick low. Disappears. Pale globe alone in gloom. Glimmer of brass bedrail. Fade. Birth, the death of him. That knee-void smile. 30,000 nights. Stands at edge of lamplight staring beyond, into dark hole again. Window gone, hands gone, light gone, gone. Again and again, again and again gone, till dark slowly parts again. Grey light, rain pelting, umbrellas round a grave, seen from above. Streaming black canopies, black ditch beneath, rain bubbling in the black mud. Empty for the moment, that place beneath. Which, he all but said which, loved one. 30 seconds. To add to the 2.5 billion odd, then fade. Dark hole again. Blessed dark. No such thing as hole. Stand staring beyond, half hearing what he's saying. The words falling from his mouth, making do with his mouth. Lights lamp as described, backs away to edge of light and turns to face wall. Stares beyond into dark. Waits for first word, always the same. It gathers in his mouth, parts lips and thrusts tongue forward. Birth. Parts the dark. Slowly the window, that first night. The room, the spill, the hands, the lamp, the gleam of brass. Fade. Gone. Again and again. Again and again gone. Mouth agape. A cry, stifled by nasal. Dark parts, grey light, rain pelting, streaming umbrellas, ditch, bubbling black mud, coffin out of frame. Whose? Fade. Gone. Move on to other matters. Try to move on to other matters. How far from wall? Head almost touching. As at window, eyes glued to pane, staring out. Nothing stirring, black, vast. Stands there, stock still, staring out as if unable to move again. Or gone, the will to move again. Gone. Faint cry in his ear, mouth agape, closed with hiss of breath. Lips joined. Feel soft touch of lip on lip, lip lipping lip, then parted by cry as before. Where is he now? Back at window, staring out, eyes glued to pane, as if looking his last. Turns away at last and gropes through faint unaccountable light to unseen lamp. White gown moving through that gloom, once white. Lights and moves to face wall as described, head almost touching. Stands there staring beyond, waiting for first word. It gathers in his mouth. Birth. Parts lips and thrusts tongue between them. Tip of tongue. Feel soft touch of tongue on lips, of lips on tongue. Fade up in outer dark of window. Stare beyond through rift in dark to other dark. Further dark. Sun long sunk behind the larches. Nothing stirring. Nothing faintly stirring. Stock still, eyes glued to pain, as if looking his last at that first night of 30,000 odd. Turn away in the end to darkened room, where soon to be, this night to be, spill, hands, lamp, gleam of brass, pale globe alone in gloom, brass bedrail catching light. 30 seconds to swell the 2.5 billion odd. Fade, gone. Cry, snuffed with breath of nostrils, again and again, again and again, gone, till whose grave, which, he all but said which loved ones, he, black ditch in pelting rain, way out through the grey rift in dark, seen from on high, streaming canopies, bubbling black mud, coffin on its way, loved one, he all but said loved one on his way, her way, 30 seconds, fade, gone. Stands there staring beyond, into dark, whole again, no such thing as whole, head almost touching wall, white hair catching light, white gown, white socks, white foot of pallet edge of frame, stage left. Once white. Least give and head rests on wall. But no, stock still, head hot, staring beyond. Nothing stirring, faintly stirring. 30,000 nights of ghosts beyond. Beyond that black beyond. Ghost light, ghost nights, ghost rooms, ghost graves, ghost... He all but said ghost loved ones, waiting on the rip word. Stands there staring beyond at that black veil, lips quivering to half-heard words, treating of other matters, trying to treat of other matters. Till half hears there are no other matters. Never were other matters, never two matters, never but the one matter, the dead and gone, the dying and the going. From the word go, the word be gone. Such is the light going now, beginning to go in the room, where else? Unnoticed by him, staring beyond. The globe alone, not the other, the unaccountable, from nowhere, on all sides, nowhere, unutterably faint. The globe alone. Alone, gone.